Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. The last few days, I'm just getting back in the swing of making videos. I really have a goal of at least 2 a week. I need to get better at being able to put screenshots up in the corner before I could ever do a what sold. But I do haul videos. Those are just easier for me editing wise. And then someday I'd love to do a what sold because I know that really what you buy has nothing to do with it. It's all about did that item sell and how long did it take. But I do think those are harder technologically for me to do, and I just want to at least share what I can. So if you watch my last video, if you didn't, you might want to go back. I don't want to share the whole story again, but I was in a real time crunch because of a coming blizzard to get some items. So I had 4 hours to shop before I had to really turn around and come back. So on my last video, I did the Goodwill in 2 hours and how much stuff I found in a small Wyoming Goodwill. And then this is a consignment store that I try to go to when I can. They're very expensive. They do know what they have, but they also have tons and tons of stuff. They have tons of consigners there, and it's a huge building full of stuff. So really, I would never probably need to source anywhere else for clothing except this one store, except for the pricing. And then I consign about 25 items a week because that's all that they allow. So I usually have a really good credit, but even I went over my credit. So actually, I think in one of the videos I said I spent um, $40 there, but I actually used $47 in my store credit, and then I put $34 on my card. So I actually spent $76 at this one. If you count my store credit. And normally I have hundreds of dollars of store credit. I try to save that for when winter is bad, but lately I've been just not able to get to the bins, and I just have to keep coming to this store and doing my best. And then since I haven't been to the bins, I haven't had any winter items to consign to them. So I bet I won't have a credit for another month or two now. I have a lot of summer clothing and spring clothing put aside to take to them as soon as they start accepting spring clothing. I don't know if that's in February or March, but right now, other than a few things from my closet, I don't have anything to take to them. And so anyway, I wanted to go through what I got at the consignment store. If you haven't watched the last video, I had 4 hours. I took 2 hours and went to this consignment store first, and then I went to a Goodwill, and both of these stores close at 7. Even my local Goodwill that's an hour and a half away from me, it's my closest Goodwill. They still close at 7 following COVID. They've never gone back to having longer hours. And so normally it doesn't matter. I just change my life around that. But like last night, it would have made a huge difference if I could have spent more time at the consignment store and then went to Goodwill from like 7 to 9. That's the kind of thing I would have done before. But that wasn't possible. So if you haven't seen what I found at Goodwill, go to that video, and it's amazing what I was able to find in 2 hours. A lot of it was on the just put out rack, and I think I just really was blessed to find that. So anyway, I want to get to the new to you stuff. Here we go. So anyway, it's one big garbage bag full, and like I said, they are expensive. Because I have consignment credit, I was willing to pay prices I wouldn't normally pay. But I thought it was worth it. Okay. And my husband may come in, and then I'll just have to, I'll keep going, and I may have to tell him. I tried to text him and tell him I needed a few more minutes. But anyway, so this is LL Bean, and you can see I paid $7 for it. And it is an XL tall, and it's partly wool. So it's a really nice heavy flannel. You know, and it's just real cute with the snap buttons. They're not really pearl snap, but they're snap buttons. And I thought, since it's an XL tall and $7, I think I can get 20 to 25 for this. And of course, you know, when you take my credit, I mean, as far as actual cash out, I probably paid like $3 or $4. So I thought that was okay. I'm going to save this for last. You'll see why. Okay, so these, there's certain brands they know, and they just, I mean, mark way high. And then but their clientele is mostly college age kids. The people who consign are mostly college age. I mean, I consign, so maybe not, but the people who shop there, when I go in the store, it's almost all young people. My mom does like to go there. You know, she's 75 and she'll buy sweaters and stuff. But when I'm in there, the majority of customers are 20 somethings who are in college. And that's just because that's where most of the people in town are from. The clientele there, or the town makeup, is only about 6 to 10,000 people maybe, but because of the University of Wyoming being located there, there's another 8 to 10,000 kids or college aged people at all times. I don't want to call them kids. I'm getting older myself. So anyway, I have a little bit of experience with this brand. I've probably found 3 or 4 pieces in my reselling career. So when I saw J. Peterman, I knew that I needed to at least look it up. It's 100% silk and a very nice pinstripey kind of baggy wide leg thing, which according to the young people on YouTube is back in style. I don't follow the trends. Any trends I know about are from, you know, Jack and from Kaylee Lane and from Mogi Beth. Any style that I do recognize, like, oh, wide leg is maybe back in or something like that, it's from just watching them. I'm just not a fashionista. I cannot bear to watch fashion videos. I just can't stomach it. I don't know why. If it's in the context of reselling and they say, hey, Barbie core is back in or cottage core is back in, then I'm in because it's a money-making thing. But to just care about, you know, I'm 5 foot tall. I'm very petite as far as my height. I'm not super thin or anything. But I mean, the styles I can wear, or the brands I can have that cater to me as a real petite, you know, short person. Yeah, I can't just wear any style, or at least it's really expensive. So I pretty much wear the same thing all the time. Kind of sad, but true. So anyway, let's see, what's the date on these? Okay, so these I think I got upstairs. I have 2 items I know I got downstairs and I got for half price. Let's see. The 2 things I got for half price were an outdoor jacket that was $9 and they charged me $4. And then a polo ruffler and sweater that was $8 and I paid $4 or something like that. Anyway, so I had 2 pieces that were downstairs in the clearance things, but I think these were $8, and I looked them up, and I think I can get 25 to 30 since they're all silk, and they're just in really great condition. 30 plus shipping. And if not, I had to do what I had to do, and, you know, $8 in my consignment credit. Even if I get 25, I'm going to be happy. Now, I know Beta Brand has dropped a little bit. I paid $5 for them. They're a size medium. I've never actually tried on a pair of Beta Brand. I'm just like a jeans person. And then I'll wear sweatpants, like if I'm going to work out or if I'm really running downtown real quick. But I'm never like a leggings person. Maybe it's my age, or maybe I just don't have the style. So I would never myself like try on a pair of pants like this. I do wear dress pants like to church or something, but so maybe I'll try these on, try something new. I don't even know what shoes I would wear with these. Are these leggings, and would I wear tennis shoes? Or would I wear loafers? Or what do you wear with Beta Brand pants? See, that's me. I'm just too out of style. I don't know. Right now, out of all the clothing brands I've showed you and like $200 items, I'm wearing a Fila, like a workout shirt, and let's see, I don't even know what jeans I have on. Some kind of Levi's something or other that were $5 at the thrift. So I'm terrible. I do have some nice clothes. I really do. But it's mostly just few and far between. But yeah, like this would scare me. I'd be wondering, do I have the right shoes on? Do you wear like I don't know, do you wear Echo shoes with these, or do you wear tennis shoes? So anyway, Beta Brand, I've heard it's dropped for a size medium. If I don't like these, which I don't think I probably will like. I just, when I wear stretch pants, I don't know. I just feel like it shows it all. So that's just me. I'll probably sell these for 15 to 18 at the most. Anyway, so that's that. No one cares about my fashion, lack of fashion, do they? This I was happy with. It's brand new. Ariat Pro. I find so much really halfway decent Western, not just, you know, new with tags really, but I find so many pearl snaps and all that. I've actually really contemplated that if I tried hard at it and worked hard at it between Wyoming and Colorado, I could probably have just a store that just ran on pearl snap Western shirts. Like I could probably, if I worked hard, um, and maybe not just Western shirts, but Western type jeans and Wranglers and all that. And if you have enough of something, you can actually garner a better price than the other person because they just keep coming to your store and you get so many repeat customers. And that's something that I've learned on Tech and Chris's mentorship group. But I just haven't done it yet because I don't know. I just don't, even though I live in Wyoming and I've lived here for 25 years, most half of my life, I don't dress Western. I've never been on a ranch. And so I feel like, I don't know, be kind of a posing or something. I don't know what I feel like. But anyway, so here's Ariat. Brand new with tags. This is an Ariat Pro Series XL Tall. They had $8 on it. I just picked it up. I knew new with tags I can at least get 20, 25. I'm hoping for more. It's a really pretty like orange plaid thing. So, yeah. Yep. All right. This is Peter Millar. For some reason, I have found every piece of Peter Millar in the world, like, sourcing lately. I found one piece of Peter Millar that had, what was it? Was it Pinehurst or something? Anyway, I actually underpriced it. I found out later. I probably could have gotten like 50 more bucks for it because, oh no, it had Scotty Cameron putter club on the arm. And I knew that that was a thing, and I had briefly looked up because I had like 5 pieces of Peter Millar that had golf courses on it. And I knew I could get like in the $70 to $80 range, kind of stretching it even. And so I priced this one because it said Scotty Cameron. I thought, oh, that's kind of unique. So I priced it at like 85. But looking now, I think I could have gotten, I think it was a reseller that bought it. So I'm sure they're going to get an extra 50 off of me. But that's okay. I sold it within like 8 hours. So, you know, whatever. I can only research everything so well. But this is Peter Millar Mountainside Collection, something like that. Mountainside Collection. So it's not a huge amount, but this was $8. And I know at the time that I was looking it up, it was like at least 20, 25, something like that, that I thought was worth it since I was pretty much getting it for, you know, basically as far as cash out, everything I have here was, let's see, what was it? $34. So I took that into account, even though, yes, I paid probably 50 cents an item to get these, my credit, my store credit, because I don't pay much at the bins for my, you know, for my consignment stuff. I try to get lightweight things. I try to get lots of Columbia, which they like, and I try to give them what they really like so that they won't get mad at me for reselling. Now, this is a Levi's jacket. It's 12. I don't believe that was one of my sale things. You know, this part is in terrible condition. And I looked up this number down here. Now, again, I know Levi's jackets can be fake too, so I've got some work to do on this. But, let's see, where was it? It's this style. It's not Big E or anything, and this is the style of the front. But I've seen this before, and I ran some quick comps because this was the first store I was at, so I felt like I had a little bit more time. I didn't feel quite as rushed as I did at the Goodwill. I'm thinking that this was like a $40 jacket, and yeah, it's just the red tab, not Big E. But I'm going to look into that. I also didn't have my glasses on, and the style number, I think it's a 423. It's one that I've sold before. It's like a, what is it? WPL 423, made in the USA. But I know from the calls on Tech and Chris's group that there's like a style 1 Levi's jacket, a style 2 Levi jacket, and I know the guy on there. I've asked him questions before, and he's just real responsive. He's a really nice guy. And then I've gone to the Levi's group on Facebook, which he's on also. He's one of the, you know, persons on there who answer a lot of questions. And I need to find out what style this is. Is it style 1, 2, or 3 jacket? And then that determines the price. But for 12 bucks, I know I can get a minimum of 30, you know. So I'm happy with that. This is Polo Ralph Lauren from Macy's, so it's brand new. This is a cotton acrylic. Now this, I think, is one of the sweaters. Original price $8. Polo Ralph Lauren, size medium sweater. And this is one of the ones I got down in the basement for like $4 something, or maybe they charged me $5 even though it was half. But anyway, because this was there from 10/21, and so that's October, and so after 2 to 3 months, then stuff goes down to the basement. So that's why I got this. So anyway, this is just kind of a really nice, just basic Ralph Lauren. Sorry, I have my lights either on too good or not good enough. But anyway, it's a nice, really cool. It's got this neck. If you look at the, I forgot what I typed in, but Ralph Lauren cowl neck sweatshirt. This comes up, and new with tags. I mean, obviously you never look at what somebody else paid for it, but it's like a fleece 3. I was thinking I could get like close to 30 for this, new with tags. Something like that. Okay. All right, this. Oh yeah, I had never ever heard of this brand. This is, I paid $9 for this, so when I was running comps, it must have been at least 30. It's called, sorry, Gross Galesburg. So it's outdoor wear. I'm trying to get this tag out of the way. Outdoor wear by Gross Galesburg. And I looked this up, and I know it was decent. It's a camo shirt. It's a full zip. It's not a hoodie, but it's a sweatshirt with the kangaroo pocket. And I just remember that it had good comps, at least as far as sell-through. And I don't think I would have paid $9 unless it was worth about 30. Because I was kind of desperate yesterday for inventory, but even then I wouldn't have, wanted to overpay that much. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. So I paid $20 for this. And it's Polo Ralph Lauren. So, okay. But it is like this military style jacket, and it has, I've got to look up what you even call this. I mean, I think that's what for like your, it's like it's not quite a flak jacket, but maybe I know you put your ammunition or something in there. But anyway, I saw this exact one on eBay, and they had gotten over $200 for it. And but for 20, if I'm off by $100, I'm still going to get minimum of 100. But I saw this, I typed in Ralph Lauren military jacket, and I just did a quick comp on it, and I knew that $20 was worth it, especially $20 with my consignment credit. So that jacket alone should pay, I think, if I'm correct on that, that jacket should pay for everything I spent yesterday. The $139 at the Goodwill plus the $30 I spent at this place. Okay, now I have just a real quick other thing. I'm still panicking. It's a lot of inventory, it sounds like, but I still may be home 5 or even 6 days. They're saying the storm, if it comes. I've done this before. I've like panicked, bought all this stuff, rushed around, bought groceries, and then nothing. And that happens a lot too, but they can't be perfect. And when I was younger, I would ignore the weather reports, and then I'd get like stuck over there for days at a time. And, my shipping was never late because I always put it on extended shipping, but it still would be really frustrating because, I misjudged it the other way. So now, I'm a little bit more conservative. I'd kind of rather be stuck at home most of the time, especially over the holidays, than I would, anywhere else. Now, this is from my local store. They were really nice to me today. Most of the people are, like I said in my last video, I try to go cycling with some of these people. I live in a town of 1,200 people, so if someone doesn't like you because you're a reseller or just because they don't like you, you can't really escape them. It's not kind of like you can just say, oh, okay, well, too bad, and you don't interact with that person again, I mean, you're interacting with them somewhere. You're seeing them at the post office, something. So it's just part of my life. It used to really stress me out, like, you know, why do I have to be around this person? I can tell they don't like me. And being a reseller, especially when you're young, I was 27 when I first started reselling in this community. There wasn't even a thrift store, and I was never bragging because I wasn't making enough money to brag, but I just, you know, I was young and I was really excited about eBay, and, you know, I told people all this stuff, you know, that I did. And you know, believe it or not, I still know those same people 25 years later. And so everyone knows I resell. I should have, you know, discretion would have been much better. I wish I would have had grace and poise and had more discretion and not revealed my whole life when I was 27. But anyway, I was younger then. I've learned a lot of lessons since. But the point is I know every single person, first and last name, at this little tiny thrift store. And you know, sometimes there's just history with people when you've lived in a town for 25 years. Today, everybody was really nice to me, so thankfully, but I've had the look before, or I've had them going, you know, like they felt like they missed a tag. And especially with CC Filson. If you look at CC Filson, I have in my reselling history, I've sold some $200 and $300 pieces. I've sold a couple Mackinac jackets that I got at garage sales. And so I know my CC Filson at some level, but I bought a canvas hat up here last week and it only sold for 18 plus shipping. And then I had a shirt, a button-down shirt that I got at the same time up here, and I sold it for like 40 something plus shipping, and that was the going rate. So sometimes when, you know, they're going through and they realize someone has missed some CC Filson or something, I think that they think I'm going to make $200 or $300 because they've seen that CC Filson can go real high. So that's where some of it comes from. And I really truly don't care, and they really truly, most people in there are nice to me, but it is kind of disconcerting when you go in and you're like, oh, you know, who's in there today? So anyway, I got 5 or 6 items. I forgot what I even paid. It was like $22. So I got cool. I believe these are women. They're 6 regular. If I was taller, I would so keep these. I love these, but you know, this is like a 6 for a tall girl, and it, you know, even though my waist size can do a 6, especially with stretch, I cannot do the length. I would end up hacking that off. But these should get me 15 or 20 at least. This was a new brand to me, and I paid up. I paid their boutique price of $6. So they do try to go through stuff, and so they priced this at $6, and it's like a nice vest. And it does have a logo of our local ranch here. This is look that up if you want to see. If you want to pay $700 or $800 a hotel night, you'll see what kind of a resort area I live in. So look up Brush Creek Ranch. It's beautiful. The stars get married here. The Trumps come, you know, and I forgot their son-in-law's name. And very wealthy people come here and get married here and have big weddings. It's a big event place. It's out of town just a little bit, and a lot of the town people here work there and are employed by Brush Creek Ranch. So I find a lot of stuff with Brush Creek Ranch, and they do not outfit their people in cheap stuff. This is called STS Ranch Wear. It is an extra small, which almost deterred me, but it's kind of a rare brand, and for $6 I know I can get like 25 or 30. So I went ahead and picked it up. I want to see how it performs too, because when people quit or move, that may be a brand that shows up here a lot, because obviously they're having part of their staff wear it. So that's another reason I got it, is just for future knowledge. Then this is called Outdoor Exchange, and I got 2 flannels in this brand, and I don't believe this is vintage, but or wait, did I get, yeah. Let's see, what is this one? I think I got 2 in this brand. Yeah, I got 2 in this brand. And anyway, I looked it up, and their shirts there are about $3.50, maybe $4, I forgot. I don't go there all the time. When I'm going to the bins, I don't even make time to get up here. I just go to the bins, get a lot at once, and then I come home and list it. And sometimes I don't get up here like I should. Sometimes I find really good stuff up here, and I should not be neglecting it. But anyway, they're both extra large. They're just flannels. I thought, you know, $4 to like 15. just to get me through the weekend till I can get to the bins. I'm okay with that. I'm going to start at 20. I'm going to do a little bit more research because they are XLs, and maybe I can eke 20 plus shipping out, but I also don't like to hold my stuff, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do on that. And then this again, if it's real, I don't know what they charge me for the dress. I have my receipt somewhere, but anyway, I bet I paid about $6-7 for it. It's an extra small, which is a deterrent. And there's my husband. I'm going to talk to him for just one sec. I'll be right up, Gina. I'm making a video. I'll be right up. So, sorry about that. I texted him, but I probably didn't give myself enough time. So it does have this on the back. I don't know if that authenticates it or not. If this is real, it's 100% wool. It's made in China. That's the tag. It's a real gorgeous dress. I think I found it's a real kind of muted, like, oh, it's purple. I can't tell you. I should know my colors of purple. My whatever. It looks high quality to me. Not only is it wool, but it has this really cool neckline. Now, the neckline here, let me see if I can do this. It is stitched right there. It's supposed to be, and it's a little falling, so it does have a flaw. But I just wanted to bring it home and see, yeah, right there. It's got that fan front. So I don't think it'll be too hard for me to find on Google Lens and kind of try to authenticate it. You know, I'm not an expert. Here is the supposed style number. So again, I don't ever risk my eBay account. If I have any doubts, I'll just see if the Real takes this stuff. I do need to really get started on the Real. I need to get a box together and try to do that, or I could maybe try to donate it to that consignment place. They would mark it up, so, you know, and just let someone wear it. So I might do that. But anyway, that was my haul from up here. That was the $22 worth. You know, just kind of maybe, what is it? If this is real, this could be worth like $80. So then my $22 is well worth it. If this ends up that I don't get much for it or I can't sell it, then, I mean, I guess I spent $22 to make like 75, and so maybe not the best. But anyway, that's what I did. The hard goods haul that I just showed you, and then the Goodwill haul, and then this video, this should get me through 5 days if I do some editing on my store and do some paperwork and only list like 10 to 15 items a day. I think I can stretch out through this storm through the following Tuesday. But then the problem is then I'll have to shop for 2 days, and it's really hard to list and shop when I'm out of my house and in Denver at the bins. I try not to make excuses, so I may have to actually, maybe I can only list 8 a day to get me through, not just Tuesday, but then when I go shopping for 2 days, I need new items going in those 2 days. So I'm going to look. That would be actually like, let's see, today is what? Today's Thursday, and I need listings almost through the following Thursday to be scheduled out. So I may not even have enough, but to do like, 6 or 8 items a day, even with all the stuff I've showed you. I've got to do the math on it. And but I've got my 10 things photoed for today. My heart would like to list like 35 and launch all this stuff today. That's really where my heart is. But then with my drive, I end up missing listing days. And I didn't list yesterday because I was in such a hurry to even just grab most of this stuff. So anyway, thanks for listening, guys. Nothing else new. I'll let you know in a few days if I better get this stuff listed. And then I will let you know if the storm comes or not. What we are hoping is that Sunday won't be as bad as they said. And we do have church in the morning that we're committed to. And then we can leave right at noon if the storm isn't bad. And then if we get trapped out of town, Monday you can't ship because it's the postal holiday, so that gives me an extra day to kind of get trapped away without feeling like I'm not shipping my people's items, my customers' items. So I'm going to ship Saturday if they're open. I need to check that and see if they're open on New Year's Day. But anyway, I'm going to ship tomorrow, ship hopefully a lot of stuff and get it out of here. And then if I can't ship till the following Wednesday, that's just kind of the way it is. I try not to do that very often, but it is what it is. So anyway, have a great new year. Happy New Year, everyone. I will be checking in with you in the new year. I hope your sales are good. I will give you a final yearly total of what I ended up selling for the entire year. I'm afraid it's probably not going to be more than the year before. It might be. I was still working as a nurse part of the year before, so it might be. But I also helped my mom this year a lot after her husband passed away. So I was gone a lot to Texas, and I did my very best, but I did not keep up my monthly sales totals. So I am almost sure that we're going to see a difference. But this is a new year, and I'm very excited. And so see you later. Bye-bye.